my name's Susan. I am in the beautiful La Romana area of the Dominican Republic. I am in a spa area by a koi pond. It's pretty serene here and beautiful, so I hope that you can enjoy a yoga class with me where we're going to feel good from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. Make sure you have some water nearby. Now, I don't have a chair today, but I am going to use our handy-dandy palm tree here to lean on if I need it for extra support. Let's start out by taking a sip of water. Make sure your muscles are hydrated, so drink some water. All right, even little sips every now and then keeps your muscles going. So yoga is good for you, not just for flexibility and balance, but also on the inside, our cardiovascular system. Most of us don't think about this, but your arteries and veins become more flexible from the yoga practice that we do and from our breath work. So let's take some time here to just breathe. Now, our bodies are always breathing, but we can have a conscious breath too. So as you exhale, it's diaphragmatic breathing, but it's easier for me to cue that we're breathing in and out of the spine. So exhale, belly towards the spine, and then inhale, allow the belly to relax. So exhale, engaging the muscles, and then inhale, relax. Once more, exhaling, and then inhaling. All right. Spreading the fingers wide. We call this mountain pose when we're in a good strong stance. Wow, a big seed or something just plopped down. I'm in nature. So, tailbone down. Nature's going to show me, right? So tailbone down, belly towards the spine. And let's reach the arms out. So maybe our arms just go here and that's fine. Let's just pause here and open. Feel the energy. And then let's draw the hands into the heart. Give yourself a little hug and open up and cross the arms the other way. So just changing the direction of the hug that we have here and releasing. So self-care is all the buzzword these days, and it just means taking good care of yourself. And you know, if you don't take care of you, nobody will. You're the best person to take care of yourself. And release. Let's roll the shoulders up and back. A lot of us have our shoulders rolling forward these days. Maybe it's something healthy like bike riding, but more than likely it's just that we're starting to slump forward a little bit. So just have that conscious decision that you're going to open your shoulders up and back. Let's take the hands back behind us, clasping the fingers if that's available, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then lifting up heart and chest. All right, and release. Bend one arm. Let's lay the elbow into the elbow. Palms are, fingers are spread wide. And as we draw the arms to one side, we'll take the head in the opposite direction. Deep breath. And then release. And then we'll draw the other arm up, elbow to elbow. This shoulder needs to come down, over to one side, and over. And then come back to center. Let's just do a little simple ragdoll dance of just a little bit of loosening up. Point one toe and then the other. And we'll just keep taking it a little bit lower and lower. Bend your knees. Just sway side to side. So keeping your head upright, maybe bend one knee and then the other. Just loosening up. See if I can clean my mat off a little bit. Oh boy, yeah. Had a visit from a bird here. Lovely. And then come on back upright and release. Rolling the shoulders. So with the legs wide apart, let's come into some half sun salutations. Sweeping the arms out and up, a little bit of a lean back. Bend the arms, sweep down, and inhale up again. Reaching up and back. Push fingers and palms together, hands to the heart. Open again, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up and back, hands to the heart. Open again. Exhale down. Inhale up. Hands to the heart. Let's clasp the fingers together back and forth. Rotate palms out. Reaching up. Deep breath. And we'll hinge over to one side. And up and over for the other side. And release. With our legs parallel to each other, let's now cross the legs and have both feet planted into the ground. They're not up at all. And then let yourself fold forward. So maybe just coming down halfway, keeping the back straight. This helps to stretch the iliotibial bands, we call them the IT bands, along your body. And especially when you've taken a walk, this is a good thing to do after the walk. And come on back upright. We'll cross the legs the other way. And again, squeeze your legs together. Forget if I mentioned that before. Reach, reach, reach. And then come back upright. Okay, let's come about midway to your mat. And we'll sweep the arms out and up. Reaching up and back. Exhale, coming down halfway. And then drawing your hands up so your back is flat, shoulders away from the ears. Bend the knees a little bit. Inhale up. Reaching up and back. Looking at palm trees. It is so beautiful. Opening up. Inhale. I am in paradise. And inhale up halfway. You should feel this in your hamstrings. Releasing down again. Reaching up. And hands to the heart. Once more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time let's take hands to the hips. Come on back upright. Step your right foot back and we'll take the foot at an angle on the ground. Bending the left leg. Now we can have our feet far apart, lengthwise and widthwise. So rotate your hips around. Sweeping arms up. I like to keep the palms facing up and parallel. Sometimes you'll see people draw the hands together, but when you do that, that kind of draws your shoulders in. So I'd rather see them up and wide, maybe in a wide V for victory. And then let's straighten the legs, hinging forward, taking your head forward. You could bend the knee slightly, and then let's rotate around. So opening up shoulders. Back to center. Let's go over to the other side. Back to center. Come on back upright. Step the leg forward. Shake it out. Inhale up again. Exhale. Come up halfway. Hands on the hips. Standing back upright straight. Take the left leg back. Bending the right leg. And then draw the body to face that small end of your mat. Now, we don't want to have our body shifting forward. We want to stack the rib cage over the hips. Sweep arms up. Reaching up. Give yourself a smile. And then straightening the legs, hinging forward. And again, we'll open to our more open side first. So hand on the hip, just rotating around. Come back to center, over for the other side. Come on back to center, and then step forward, shaking it out. Okay, I'm going to utilize the tree here for some stability. Coming into King Dancer pose, we'll take the leg back. Now you may just want to hold on to your pants leg. But if it's available to find your foot, you're going to find the foot. Now, to start, we have a deep quadricep stretch by having the knee pointing down. But then we can start to shift forward. Maybe take the the heel away from the buttocks. Your standing leg could bend slightly. Now have a focal point. Of course, my face itches. Got a little scratch. Whenever we can't touch something, that's when it itches the most, right? If you're able to, make sure you have something to hold on to, but maybe, here we go. And then come on back upright. Shake it out. I didn't think about the other side, how I'm going to do this. I guess hold the tree this way. So shake it out. Pause in between poses. Notice how you feel. Deep breath. All right, I'm going to take my hand to the tree. Bend the back leg. And at all these sticks swimming around here. Hinging forward. Now see if you can get the foot away from the body. It's a little bit more challenging because bend your standing leg. Maybe the hand can come away. Reaching up, thumbs up. And then coming back upright. Very good. Good strong balance there. All right, shake it out. Get loose again. Ragdoll. Feeling good. So let's come into chair pose. So with chair pose, our feet are parallel to each other. Bending the knees, the feet do not have to be together. I like to have them more parallel to my hips, hip bones. So bending the knees and then tilt the tailbone down a bit, belly towards the spine, and reaching the arms up. This is a great strengthening pose. Keep breathing. And then let's straighten the legs and hinge forward. Come on, back upright. Reaching up again. Now the chair's a little lower. Let's take hands to the heart. Now spread your toes and see if you can shift forward and lift your heels. Squeeze your legs together. Come back to your heels and lift your toes. And then let's come on up and reaching back. Release the hands. Shake it out. Now we'll add a little bit of a twist with it. Hands to the heart. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. We can just twist, or we can take what I called my cheerleader pose. So I pretend that I'm a cheerleader, which I never was, even though I'm only 4'10". Lift the head up a little bit. We're in the yearbook. And then come on back to center. Let's fold forward again, a hamstring and buttocks stretch. Come on back upright. Once more, now we'll go for the other side. I guess I'll turn this way. Bending the legs. Hands to the heart. So the other way this would look would be to come into a twist here. And again, some people twist this way. Poor cheerleader. And then come on back upright. Okay, shaking it out. Roll the shoulders again. That's always my go back to move. Keep these shoulders opening up. Reaching out, hands again back behind you. Reach, reach, reach. With the legs wide, we'll come into goddess pose. And for you guys, we call it horse pose. So fingers spread wide, bend the legs, tailbone down a bit, belly towards the spine. And then opening up into a star. We call this moonflower, sunflower. So squatting down again. Leg strengthening. We're all about it. Opening up. All right. And if you'll forgive me, we're going to do one more squatting pose. Coming into eagle pose. So we'll take the arms out wide. Cross the arms. You can give yourself a hug again. Flip the forearms around. Now for me, I'm only able to get to my thumbs, but sometimes I'll see people with their hands kind of bound down. I'd rather see you have your hands open. And then come into that squat. Now this time you do want your legs closer together. And then we'll shift the weight to, so I've got my left arm over my left, I've got my left arm over my right. And so I'm going to tiptoe the right foot over. Now you can keep your toes on the ground, or if it's available, flipping around. Maybe taking your foot to the back of your calf. Keep breathing. And then open up. Shake it out. Lots of squats today. You're going to remember me tomorrow. Opening up again. This time right arm over the left. Give yourself a hug. Flip forearms around. Maybe taking them up. You can always just keep your hands on your shoulders. And then we'll bend the legs. Shift the weight to the right leg and tiptoe around. And maybe finding that foot finds the back of the calf. Mine doesn't quite get there. And then let's open up. Shake it out. All right, with the legs wide, let's come into our warrior series. So we'll have the body facing the long end of your mat, bending the front leg. Your back foot is at an angle, and drawing the arms out and open. So thumbs up, take your gaze out over the arm with the leg, bent leg. Open up, breathe, and then let's shift back for reverse warrior. Back to center. Let's go back one more time, reaching back. Hands come up. Now this time we'll straighten the legs, shift over to the side, and then coming down. So our arms are parallel. So you could have one hand on the hip, that's fine. Just make sure that the shoulders are open. This knee could be slightly bent. Reaching up. Your head can look up at your hand, up in the air, or down to the ground. Come on, back upright. Pivot both feet forward. Hands on your hips. Hinge forward. Come down halfway. And then come back upright. We'll take the legs together again. Shake them out. And then we'll rotate the leg around for the other side. So, body again facing the long end of your mat, bending the knee. Tailbone down a bit. You can also think of externally rotating that thigh. When you look down, you should just see your big toe. Arms come up again, thumbs up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your gaze out over the front arm. Reverse warrior, reaching up, keep breathing, strong legs, come back to center, come back into our reverse warrior, reach, reach, reach. Legs are getting fatigued, I know, and then come back to warrior, we'll straighten the legs, hinge over, and then release, again, hand on the hip, or arm up. Keep breathing. And then come back to center. We'll pivot the feet forward again and hinging forward. Coming back upright. Walk the legs and feet together. Shake it out. Shake out your body. Everything's feeling good. Let's take a moment to breathe again, kind of reset. Let's gently come down onto the ground. So pretend I have a chair here. I could use the tree, I suppose, but I think that's too far away. So we've got a chair here. We're gonna take one leg back, bend the leg, and then come on down to the ground. All right. Organize my spot here a little bit. So let's take one leg out and one leg is bent. Flex the foot of the extended leg. We'll shift over, heart and chest open, and then opening up, reaching up and maybe over. Come on back to center, and then reaching up and over. We don't want to bounce, but we want to just reach over and breathe. So we'll hold it here. Keep breathing. And then come on back to center. Take in one leg, the other leg extends out. Again, sitting up really tall and flexing that foot of the extended leg. Turn your body towards the bent leg and hinging over. Now your hand may not reach your foot, it may just be here, that's okay. Open up. Remember, we're not good at yoga, yoga's good to us. So it's not a performance. Reaching up and over. And then exhale back. Inhale and reach. And exhale, come back. Inhale over. And exhale back. Now, let's take the soles of the feet together. Knees wide apart. Now, a long time ago, we may have heard that we want to bounce our legs, but that's a no-no. We don't want to bounce our legs. Lifting up with a straight back, hinging forward. It's a deep stretch into the low hips. And then coming back upright. So we're going to come into, maybe for you it may feel this way, I hope, a more passive stretch. So we've got our legs at an angle, and if you've got a pillow here, that might be a good thing to have a little bit of elevation. But we're going to twist over and let yourself come into here. Letting yourself hang out, gravity all over your body. A little bit. Okay. So again, coming down, one leg goes down, and then the other. And then we'll roll to our side, onto your side, and then onto your back. So it may feel comfortable for you to have your legs bent during this time, or for the legs to be extended out. So reaching out, spread the fingers wide, stretch out the fingers, the palms, the wrists, and then curl the fingers into the palms. Make fists with the hands, squeeze we'll come back up to a standing position. So come on up to hands and knees. Take one leg forward, hands on the hips. That's not your hip, that's your thigh. Curl the back toe. And come back upright. And so remembering the purpose of our yoga practice. First, let's give ourselves a big hug and a squeeze for taking care of ourselves coming to yoga today. Releasing hands to the heart in prayer position, remembering the purpose of our practice, to have an easeful body, a peaceful mind, and therefore a useful and joyful life. Easeful, peaceful, useful, and joyful. May you live with ease and peace. God bless.